All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. This video to me, as well as to you, it should be important. I got an article right here from Zero Hedge stating what I had mentioned last night about 40 million Russians to take part in the nuclear disaster drill days after U.S. General warns of war with Moscow. I'm going to do what I can to give you a little bit more information to try to navigate against all the visceral, the cover-up, the dog and pony show, the circus that the United States of America and their foreign policy is putting out, as well as the controlled, propagandized news media that we have today that's just simply not honest. I mean, every country does what it can to slant information its way in order to sway public opinion. But Putin, his position is, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia or prime minister, he says that the U.S. fails to fulfill its obligation in the Syrian ceasefire deal. When you really truly look at it and stuff, when you see the shenanigans that is going on with Washington and the State Department, I mean, the needle is really pointing over towards Russia's side as far as being honest and outright candid with what's really truly going on in this country right here. What America wants is they want to be able to fly, but they want Russia and Syria to have a no-fly zone. That's what they want. They want to be able to impose all this while they can fly themselves. Now, what has really truly happened, and what is happening, is that they have put sanctions on Syria, the United States of America. They are the ones that is literally arming the rebels. The Americans are arming the rebels. America is the one that is using the rebels, as well as our own particular munitions, to bomb Syria. And nothing has actually worked at stopping Assad. I mean, we have put sanctions. We've done everything we could possible to actually sway this situation towards our. And first of all, you need to ask yourself the question, why in the hell are we over there in the first place? To what end is it, and why? Knowledge is never, ever, ever the capacity for judgment. It never is. Just because you possess knowledge about something, that doesn't mean that you're in a position of judging. And this is literally an international disaster. And I can tell you right now, the debacles that America has had in Egypt, Yemen, Syria, Afghanistan, and especially Libya, man, I tell you, can you see the reason why the whole entire world is actually done turned against us? Libya, after our intervention, is done turned into a literal hellhole. I'm going to read a little bit about here this Zero Hedge. All right, I want you to listen to what it says here just for a second. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. All right, it says, as relations between Russia and the U.S. disintegrate, as a result of the escalating proxy war in Syria, which today culminated with Putin halting a plutonium cleanup effort with the U.S. shortly before the U.S. State Department announced it would end negotiations with Russia over Syria. Tomorrow, an unprecedented 40 million Russian citizens, as well as 200,000 specialists from emergency rescue divisions and 50,000 units of equipment, are set to take part in a 4-day-long civil defense, emergency evacuation, and disaster preparedness drill for Russian Ministry for Civil Defense, reported on its website. And when I get home, I'll include a link below. If you even go back to the video that I just did on this, it's there. Do I think that nuclear war is getting ready to take place? It's my opinion. And you could take it and leave it for what it is. But if anything, I think that people are so fed up and so have so much animosity and hatred against America right now, especially when you got a president there that knows nothing about foreign policy and what he's doing. I think that Russia will more likely use nukes. Because, I mean, after all, when you have America as a world-long superpower, and I know that a lot of people don't understand the arsenal that we have in the military and the type of military that we have and the technology that we have, what are other countries to do? I mean, you've got everybody in the whole entire world turning against these lying politicians, undeclared war that America has done is going around. We have literally just tore up sovereign countries. I got a question to ask you. How you think we're going to fare over here when our country is literally riddled and ripped apart by war? It's coming. It's coming over. You cannot sow all this evil all across this world and then not come to your own backyard. I'm sorry, but we can't defend ourselves. It's impossible against 4 or 5 nations coming against us at once. And that's how America is going to be totally changed. But I think that Russia will bring an equalizer by using nukes. I really, truly do. And I think that is heading that way for that whole entire region over there to actually literally be turned upside down. It's sad. It's unfortunate because you're not going to see Bill and Hillary Clinton's children over there fighting in the war. You're not going to see any Barack Hussein's children because whoever. You're not going to see 99.9% of these politicians over there dying in all these warrantless wars, because if they had to put their sons and daughters over there, I guarantee you they would have a different tune about war. But ain't nothing wrong with putting your children over there. I can tell you this from the sentiments of the United States Army paratroopers as well as the Navy SEALs who were the Trident. I can tell you right now that veterans literally have no respect. I don't care what the news media putting out, but they literally have no respect for Barack Hussein Obama and Hillary Clinton. None whatsoever at all. And they can tout and parade the military up there all they want. You can see the disdain that they have for the military. I mean, after all, they wanted a private army. But I can tell you right now, the veterans and those that active duty, we don't have a lick of respect for Hillary Clinton or Barack Hussein Obama. It's just the truth. And that's the truth straight way.